My why is I perspire to inspire. I lead by example to influence my community to be their healthiest self.
My why is to improve my body and my health, to be a better husband and father for my family.
My why is to be the best version of myself for longevity and for many years to come.
My why statement is to love myself enough to live a healthy lifestyle.
My why is to be a more healthy me so I can be around for my family and for my grandchildren one day.
The 100 Pounds Down program is a program designed to help you overcome obesity and change your lifestyle from the inside out. And really, we're going to teach you habits and give you the tools to sustain them. This is not something that's temporary. This is not a detox or a cleanse. This is a lifestyle change. So this program is built upon 3 principles. Okay? Tough love, accountability, live to live. Those are the 3 principles of the 100 Pounds Down program. August 22nd, meeting 2.
130 over 80
More than last week?
by like 20 points.
All right. Yeah.
269.8.
How you feel?
Feel good, man. You know, the more I've been working out and eating well, just been feeling more energized throughout the day. Hopefully I keep that up.
There we go. Good progress.
Can you do this again? 155 or 113? That don't seem right.
Try again.
It's about the same thing, 154 over 101. $364.2.
How you feel?
Great. I thought maybe I'd lose maybe about 4. I lost 6, so I feel pretty good.
126 over 96. $269.2.
How you feel?
Feel good, man. Feel good. Broke that the 270 mark, so I'm in the 60s now, so that's good. Key progress to that goal. The first initial goal, I guess, was 250 when I first started, so about 20 pounds away. 19.2 pounds away. So
Okay.
you know, I'm gonna get my .8.
All right.
138 over 88.
More than last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Like,
is?
about like,
Yeah.
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think it was like 142.
Yeah.
Was it? You got to be kidding me. Wow. That damn thing said 392.
Take a step back.
What?
Watch up behind. Is it 392?
392.
Step back up, man.
We'll do it one more time.
Come on.
Head up.
So is that?
Check it out. What's that?
391.4.
Okay. How you feel?
Amazed. Blessing. Great. Glad to be here. Ready to keep chugging along with my brothers. Let's do it. Damn.
Cause what was that? What was that exactly? I don't even know what that was.
This was the spicy shrimp. What was that?
It was spicy shrimp and chicken. I went a little crazy on the seasoning. So I think I did better than a Chinese food restaurant last night, to be honest with you, because that shit was hot. I gotta be honest with y'all. I actually do like the meals that I've been doing. Cause one, I mean, I feel like I can cook already, but I really, even if, you know, let's say for instance the program ended today, I don't feel like I have a desire to go to fast food restaurants, and I actually enjoy looking forward to walking.
Good.
So I feel like already little things have already worked in my favor. So I like to keep pushing that envelope. I think at this point is the main word here is consistency.
Yeah. Yep.
As me and Wayne have talked about earlier this week, what was that? Tough love. That's right, tough love. So
what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh damn, E, you would ask me that shit. I would say all of them. Me fast food wise, I would say maybe Popeyes.
Popeyes. All right, bet. So if the program ended to tomorrow, you're telling me that you wouldn't have a desire to go get one of them biscuits and some wings?
Nah, I wouldn't.
All right.
I wouldn't. I feel like this is more of, like I said, the word is consistency, and I think also another word that comes to mind during all this, such as what you've already been through, is discipline.
Okay.
So if I have the discipline and willpower to know that I'm doing, y'all guys have started something, and for me to just keep that ball rolling. I'm not the only one in this fight. So if Corey, you know, the other brothers, you know, Corey and Cesar are going through the same thing, I know there's things that Cesar would want to have. I know damn sure there's stuff that Corey would want to have. And so if they're not bending to go to those places, then why? What makes, you know, why should Michael? So
there you go.
That's the mindset.
How do you feel this week compared to last week? Just your energy, or, you know, midday.
The nail on the head. I'm about to call you Aaron, Wayne. It's most definitely the energy, because like I said, like I actually, this has never happened to me where I'm actually looking forward to walking. I actually am looking forward to running. I actually thought about doing a light jog, because for me, I like walking, don't get me wrong, but for me to truly lose weight, and what I have found, even the season that we last played together,
Mike, you were 28, Mike.
Doesn't matter.
Or younger.
Does not matter. Ernest, I was still over 300 pounds. And I swear to God, this is a true story, what I'm about to tell you. The minute I walked into that doctor's office, because I told you I don't like scales. Wayne at least heard me say that. I don't like scales. And when I walked into the doctor's office, I told the doctor, look at the scale, look at the numbers, write it down, don't say it. Because I knew I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And the minute the doctor, our family doctor, had walked into the office, I had told her that, you know, I just started my workout program, and I was lying my ass off. I told her I had just started my workout program yesterday. She's like, yesterday? Okay. That's all right. And then she looked at it, and she was like, well, you actually have lost 16 pounds. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do, you know? And I didn't know I lost 16 pounds. She's like, well, what have you been doing? I said, I've been playing church basketball, running up and down the court. She's like, well, you need to keep doing that. So I say all that to say this. I feel like movement is the key. So.
Well, I'll say this, Mike. So when it comes to losing weight, there's only one way you can lose weight.
Okay.
Being at a caloric deficit. So let's just say back then, right? what was how were you eating back then? Wasn't that clean?
It wasn't that clean. It
Okay.
wasn't.
So let's say from a calorie intake standpoint, you were up here, right? You weren't playing basketball, so you were in a surplus. You were eating, bringing in more calories than you were burning. You didn't really change your diet. You just got more movement. And now you're at a deficit because now you move more than you intake. And that's why you lost the 16 pounds. What we're trying to do is different. We're taking the other approach. That's why movement matters, but it's not the key. Because especially as we age, we only got a certain amount of time. We got other responsibilities. So your intake, let's say, remember the first week I told you guys to do the pictures with no movements? And kind of the stuff you were putting in, it was similar, fast foods and stuff like that.
Right.
Your calories were here. And then your movement, you weren't really moving. It was down here, right?
Right.
Which causes us to gain weight. You're in a surplus. What I did, I said this week, or excuse me, the first week, I said, look, we're going to start walking and you're going to do the body weight circuit, right?
Right.
We moved your movement up, right? And now this week, you're eating very clean and you're eating whole grains. You're following the Clean 14 program. Your calories have done this. So now you're moving more, but your calories and the quality of food is better. So now that's lower. Before, when you were young, you just moved more. Now we're doing both. And that's why it's going to work for you long term. Okay? So that's why the nutrition aspect is actually more important than the movement aspect. Okay? Because let's say this. Let's say you hurt your knee or something, right? We don't want that to happen. You're telling me you can't lose weight if you can't move as much? Yeah, you can. You just got to eat the right way. You see what I'm saying?
I agree. Okay.
So,
I didn't think about that.
But now you are able-bodied, and we want to keep you moving, and we're going to do both. Okay?
I want to keep moving.
Yeah, but that's good that you have more energy and you're feeling the difference. Good, man. Good.
Yes. My mother had to stretch my leg. She listening to us right now. She in the kitchen right now, but she had to stretch my leg out. Remember that one picture I sent y'all when I came and did like 2 miles? Matter of fact, remember when I missed that day and I did the double the next day?
Yeah,
so when I came in,
the day you didn't listen.
Okay, the day I didn't listen. Okay, yes.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Right. So everything got tight. So so my mother was, I came in and stretched out on my living room floor. My mother stretched my leg out. Man, I thought I got shot, man. My hands was tight.
So when you read through the Clean 14, did anything jump out at you? Did anything kind of throw you off, or did you?
No, it's just like I said, just making sure I'm doing the right things. I just want to make sure that, like the things that I like. Like I like cheese egg. I know not to throw cheese in there. I like to throw milk in there to balance the egg out when I make the cheese egg. So I don't have to throw milk in there. So I eat, and then the yolk. Can't do the yolk because I got to do egg white. So like little things like that. Just making sure I eat clean. I would like to probably try brown rice. I never was a big fan of it, but my mom had been preaching to me for years to eat brown rice. So
listen to your mama.
I'm trying to tell you, mama knows, Mike. Mama knows. I hope she hear me saying this. Mama knows. So we just got off a call with Corey, and he said he didn't like brown rice either. He had a brown rice quinoa mix today. He was like, it was pretty good. So and Wayne will tell you, I didn't like the whole grain thing either.
Whole grain.
The first time I had whole grain noodles, Wayne was at the house, and he could see the trepidation on my face, And so as I ate them, it was like, it's not. I don't know why I was so nervous. It doesn't taste like brown food. It tastes like noodles. You wouldn't know the difference. So I would say give it a try, and really give it a try without it being in your mind that this is going to be bad.
your meals, you've been missing carbohydrates, and we want you to have that. We want you to have rice. We want you to have potatoes. We want you to have noodles. So we're not saying cut.
I am not a big carb person.
You're not?
I am not I'm not saying I can't. I just never really been a big carb person. Like usually when I do eat carbs, it is like a Philly cheesesteak, which I have once in a blue moon, and like, like the toast. Even when we go out to eat, I don't eat a whole lot of bread, but I will try my best to work. I can do brown rice. It's an adjustment.
Sweet potatoes? You like sweet potatoes?
I do like sweet potatoes, so I was actually wondering if that was possible, something I could eat, and my aunt makes those on Sunday dinner.
Make them?
So that's good. She throws a little bit of like cinnamon and butter.
No butter. Mixes it. Yours can't have butter, but okay.
And then, you know what? I'm lying to you. She puts olive oil or something like that, rubs them with olive oil, splits them or pokes them with a fork, bakes them in the oven, and then her concoction is butter and cinnamon or brown sugar and cinnamon mixed with butter, and then it creates like this glaze that she puts on it. So I just can't have that.
Okay, yeah.
Half that process works. So let's do this, Mike. I know you read through and you had some questions before, and we did this with the other guys. We're just gonna run through the Clean 14 real quick because we're gonna come back to it next week. So we're just gonna run through, and then if you have any questions or whatever, we could clear out everything. Okay?
Let's go.
All right. Number one, no alcohol. That one is pretty self-explanatory.
I don't drink, so you can skip that forever.
There you go. So that's number one. Number two, processed food. That's where people have more questions about gray areas. Processed food, again, if you're eating something and it came out of package, we got to read the back and read the ingredients list. For example, we use peanut butter, right? You can use peanut butter if you turn it around and it says peanuts and salt. That's the ingredients list. But if you go get a jar of some of this lower level stuff, Skippy or Jif or something like that, you're going to see a lot more ingredients. You're going to see stuff that, we shouldn't be eating. So that's not a peanut butter you can eat on this program. And it's not a peanut butter you should really be eating at all. So it's just kind of things like that. So understanding that really everything should just be in its normal state. So when we say you can eat a sweet potato, that means you can eat a sweet potato with salt, pepper, and olive oil. You can't eat a sweet potato with brown sugar and butter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's fine.
Yeah, that's all it is. You can eat brown rice. You can eat a sandwich that has whole grain bread and then meat that is under the requirements of this. So just understanding that just no fast food, no fried food, packaged food, all those different things. Like, remember when you asked about the fruit cup last week? That's the difference. We can eat pineapple, but we can't eat pineapple in syrup. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and you feel like you got a good grip on that one. Well, and that's why we were talking about the toaster strudel.
Yeah, about that.
Was that the last one? It was the last one. And you ain't want to throw it away.
It was the second to last one.
See, but you didn't put icing on it that day, right?
I did. The icing was under the toaster strudel. I was hoping you wouldn't see that shit, but I was mad. I'm like, we ain't gonna see that. And then he saw it. I mean, when you circled, I'm like, man.
No, we all saw it, Mike. We all saw it.
Well, look, shit. I mean,
here,
damn.
Mike. Wayne said, "What is this?" You said, "Watermelon, kebabs, mixed vegetables, and breakfast." This guy said, "Breakfast." You named everything and then called that breakfast. I said, "This guy is something else."
Oh man,
I got weaknesses, man. I got weaknesses.
Nothing wrong with that. At least you posted it.
Right.
And you answered the question.
So that was the last one you ate this week?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
So everything you ate this week, you took a picture of and shared it with the group.
I did.
My man.
Good.
No rewards this week. No cookies.
There's no rewards this week. I do, but to be honest with you, I still do have a box of toasted strudels in there right now.
That's for the rest of your house. That ain't for you.
Well, maybe later down the road I'll get to it, but not right now.
Later down the road I get to it.
Okay. So no added sugar, like we just talked about. The example, kind of like the sweet potato or some of the condiments. We got to look at it. So your seasoning, like the seasonings are great, paprika, all those other things you name, but we don't want to do like marinades and stuff like that, or you can kind of those pre-bought things, because when you flip it around, there's added sugar in those things. It's high fructose corn syrup. So
today, and I'm glad I didn't go to the store and get it. I made jerk chicken tonight.
Yeah.
But I know they have a jerk marinade, and it's like loaded with seasonings and stuff like that. So that know that?
Well, do you have it close by?
I don't, but I have the seasoning jar. Hold on, I can show you what I do have.
Yeah. Go grab that real quick.
All right, let's see. What's on the back? What are the ingredients?
Flip the back, and then ingredients, and then read the nutrition facts for me.
Okay, so the ingredients is escallion, salt, hot peppers, pimento, sugar, black pepper, thyme, garlic, vinegar, spices, vegetable oil, corn, or soy.
Okay. So that's something we want to kind of stay away from again, because, and that's a pre-mix. So maybe you could get your own mix of those things minus the sugar, minus the vegetable oil. We want to stay away from the vegetable oils, and we'll go over those different things. But in terms of just having those other things, yeah, they're fine. But again, it tells you sugar is in there. And that
it does say, it says, yeah, it does say pimento, then sugar, yeah.
Yeah, so that's added sugar right there. Good. But there's now this is the thing, there's other seasonings, other jerk seasonings that probably were right next to it in the aisle that you flip around and they don't have that. So that's where you're gonna have to get into the habit of reading the back, and we'll go over that Saturday and going forward, okay?
Okay.
Whole grains only. Like I said, you can eat the rice, you can eat the noodles, you can eat the bread. Only water. Let me ask you this: Have you drank anything other than water this week?
I drank water, and I did have Gatorade, but I watered it down.
Was it in the pitcher?
Really watered it down. No. What I did was I poured Gatorade in there, and then I followed it up in my refrigerator. My refrigerator has a water spigot, and so I put water in it to dilute it.
Okay. Well, that's something we want to work and get away from. So do you still have some Gatorades?
Yes.
Can you go grab one real quick? All right. Let's flip that bad boy over. And what's those nutrition facts saying? So just the protein, carbs, and fat, and then don't even worry about the calories. Just what's that saying?
Total fat.
0. Protein.
Sodium is 160 milligrams.
Not bad.
Total carbs is 22 grams. Total sugar is 21 grams. Included added sugars is 21 grams. Protein, 0 grams. Potassium, 50 milligrams.
So, Mike, you said you're not a big carb person.
No, I'm not.
You drink your carbs.
But the total carbs is 22 grams.
You're drinking your carbs, baby. You're not eating the bread, but you...
And that's why, again, that's why I said this is an opportunity for education. We're going to talk more about that Saturday. So, really, that's sugar water, right? There's nothing in it but carbs. And it's 22 grams of sugar, right?
So even though you watered it down, you just watered down 21 grams of sugar. It's still 21 grams of sugar in there. You just added water to it. So
So the reason we want to take a step away from the Gatorade is, so Gatorade is for athletes, right? Powerade, all these other things, they're for athletes. So when you were playing, we'll take it back. When you lost your 16 pounds and you were playing basketball for 2 hours, church league basketball, back when you were playing football, your body needed immediate sources of carbohydrate to continue to perform. And that's why Gatorade, Powerade, those things are there. But now you don't need that. Your body doesn't need it's not halftime. It's halftime. LeBron gonna drink 48 grams of sugar because he got to go out there, play defense, pass the rock, and go dunk on somebody. He's gonna burn X amount of calories in that small period of time. Right now, you going to walk, and you've been working on a computer all day. You see how when we look at it that way? So there's no need for us to drink Gatorades, to drink Powerades, to drink these sports drinks. We shouldn't be drinking these sports drinks because when we turn around the back, it's basically straight sugar. So when somebody goes, I don't drink Kool-Aid, but I drink Gatorade, you're kind of in the same boat.
Right.
So that Gatorade, what size was that? What was the serving size?
Well, it's one bottle if it's 32.
12 fluid ounces.
Oh, that's only 12?
That's a 12-ounce one? Or that's the serving size?
Serving size, but this is probably a 32 ounce.
Oh, so does it say, 2.5 servings in there?
Yeah, it's 32 fluid ounces.
So it's 2.5 servings.
So it's 80 calories per every 12 fluid ounce serving.
Yeah.
Right. So if you drink that whole bottle, you have to multiply that sugar by 2.5. So that's 70-something grams of sugar in there if you drink the whole bottle.
You better all just eat the bag of sugar and call it a damn day.
Or just drink water. You're probably better off drinking water. Don't eat a bag of sugar.
I was being sarcastic, Ernest. Nobody want to get diabetes at 35.
And that's why we're here. Again, that's a great learning experience. So that's what we're gonna start doing. We're turning the things around. So cool. We're gonna focus more on the water. Dairy.
No dairy. Trust me. We already been down that roadway. No dairy, no cheese, no milk. Even though it's in there, I haven't put it on anything.
Sour cream.
Sour cream's in the refrigerator. I have not put anything on. No sour cream.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Prior to you making that meal, how did that cheese and sour cream make it to the taco salad? If you had already read the program.
It just slipped my mind because I was just, in the past, we've always put sour cream and cheese on the tacos, but.
Okay, fair. Yeah. All right, and then you already said, you're aware of the egg whites, and then lean meat. So this is one where it gets a little tricky. Lean meat means we want to have a big ratio of protein to fat because really there's no carbs really on meat. So with lean meat, again, no deli meat. If you're doing ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, but when it comes to ground beef, we want to at least be 90-10. We don't want 85-15 as it's too much fat. It costs a little bit more, but that's a sacrifice we have to make.
We want 90-10, not because I think I see a lot of 80-20.
Yeah, 80-20, we can't do it.
Okay.
Can't do
it. We normally do like a 93-7.
Yeah. And there's 90-10s at least, but that's a good ratio. But again, anything in the 80s, 80-20, 85-15, is just too much fat. Saturated fat. That's not what we want. When it comes to chicken, I want you guys I know you're grilling, good stuff. The kebabs look great, man. The jerk chicken, I know you have that. But going forward, then this is just for going into next week, we want to take a step away from the chicken with the skin. I know it tastes good, but that's where the fat comes into play, okay? So if we're going to do chicken breast, chicken thighs, we're going to go without the skin.
Okay.
Right. So that's it right there, man. And you got to go hang on it. You like to cook, so you're just going to start adjusting the way you cook a little bit. You look forward to cooking. I mean, we're on the right path. Compare this week to last week. Big change, right?
Yeah, we're taking big steps forward.
So, were you aware where your blood pressure fell under on that chart?
I don't remember what it was. I was trying to remember. I think it was like 143 or something like that.
Yeah, it was in the 140.
I think I could be wrong,
but 140 is that's stage it's stage 2 hypertension. So that's an area of concern that we want to make sure that's going down. So we're gonna do that again. We're gonna do that each Saturday. I just want you to again be aware of that, and that's a metric we're gonna use for the change in exercise and activity and diet, to where we can start seeing that going down. So we get you 130s, 120s, even 119 lower than that, and we don't want to be in the 140s because that's a dangerous zone to be in.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mike. We'll keep pushing, man. We'll see you on Saturday.
Another great week. We'll see you Saturday. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Good. Feel tired than usual today.
Yeah? Why's that?
Yeah. I don't know. So recently, probably like 4 out of the 6 days this week, I've been working out in the mornings.
Okay.
And I feel like working out in the morning has given me more energy throughout my day. And today it was raining this morning, so I just slept an extra hour. I don't know. I felt like it threw me off, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because I did exactly a mile. Usually I do over a little mile and a half or so, but today I was like, my body wasn't feeling this. So I just did like exactly the mile.
You feel like your pace is picking up a little bit, or?
Yeah, well, I try to challenge myself and try to beat my time from the previous day.
Okay.
Well, not today though. Today I was just like I said, so I was off. So it took me like about 19 minutes today, but
okay. And what
like
about
previous days, it's like about 14 minutes, close to 15, like 14 and a half.
Okay.
So I'm starting to jog a little too. So that's why the times is a little lower. You know how in the previous week my push-ups were going down as the reps were getting up there.
Okay.
So now I'm getting closer to doing the full 15 reps for each 4 sets.
Good. There you go. I bumped them up just a little bit. You notice that the body weight workout? I just added like little small changes. How you feel about your meal prep this week?
Overall, it's good. Like I feel like since I've had like a month advantage with that, so it's not really an issue with me.
Kind of normal.
Yeah, the only thing was the milk and the honey, you know.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah,
how are the clean 14 rules going? The small changes.
Yeah, I can tell the taste in my oatmeal. Tastes too plain to me, man. But I did buy cinnamon to add a flavor, but it didn't work. Yeah. So I have this thing called Bare Naked. Is that not allowed on my oatmeal?
What is that?
It's like natural granola, has like nuts and all that in it.
Do you have it with you?
I'll show you. Do you see it?
So let's flip it around. What's the ingredients?
Ingredients: whole grain oats, honey, roasted soybeans, expeller pressed canola oil, almonds, soy crisp, soy protein, ground flaxseed, and natural flavors.
I can go get some actual peanut butter and turn it on the back, and the ingredients say peanuts, salt. That's it.
But that's the natural peanut butter, right? Not the Jiffy or Skip, right?
That's something that will work. If you go get Jiffy or Skippy or whatever, something, the brands, it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 list of ingredients, and then that's what we're putting in our body, and we're like, why is my body not reacting right? But more than likely, if it's in a package, it's probably not going to work. But flip it around, take a look at it, and that'll kind of give you that answer.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to drive home with Clean 14 is I don't need certain things. And that way, when you go back to them and you choose to have them, it's more of a choice versus saying, I need to have, this every day. I need to eat granola. I need to have cheese. I need to have those things. You remove yourself from it. And when you go back, it feels more like a choice.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's funny you say that. I had that sub. I don't know if you remember, I posted that sandwich I have on Sunday.
Yeah.
Man, that thing did me dirty. I felt like nasty inside after, and even the next morning. I was like,
you can feel the difference, right?
Yeah. I haven't had something like that in a while.
I saw that sub, and I was like, Cesar got to get his one last meal in before he go clean for these 4 days.
Yeah, man. I felt like I shouldn't have done that because, I felt bloated and disgusting after it, and even the next morning. So
good. And that's good because now there was a time when you were eating like that more consistently, right?
Yeah.
And you did feel that way, but you weren't as conscious of it because you were kind of always feeling that way. Does that make sense? Like you were kind of, if you were eating like that consistently, then you were always kind of bloated and always kind of, having the greasy feel of that food.
Oh.
So now you've gone.
Yeah, but I guess I'd never realized it till.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now you've gone without it for so long. You ate the same food, and then it hits you, and your body's like, whoa. So that's good, man.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And that's one of the goals, like we said, is just to feel better. So even making a choice with the food isn't saying, I'm worried about calories when I eat this. Now you're actually saying, I don't want to feel bad.
Oh, yeah, no. Definitely don't. Yeah.
Where do you got, Ernest?
So no, I was going to tell you the same thing. Same thing happens to me. When I cleaned up my eating, and then as soon as we were done with the Clean 14, what did we do, Wayne? We went right back to it. Went right back to the double quarter pounders and the fries. It was like, we're going to reward ourselves for making it these 14 days. And it didn't hit the same. It didn't hit the same. It don't taste the same. Like to this day, I have not had a sweet tea from McDonald's because it's too sweet. I haven't had a sweet tea from McDonald's in probably 18 months. It was too sweet. It was too sweet. It wasn't just sweet. It was too sweet. And I'm telling you, I was the guy who used to make sweet tea at home all the time. Like, you came to my house, you look at my refrigerator, there was going to be a cherry Coke and a pitcher of sweet tea in there. And now all you're going to find is water. I don't even make it at home anymore because it's too much for me. It used to be a requirement for my diet. It used to be a requirement for my meals. I need a glass of sweet tea. It wasn't even a glass. It was a goblet of sweet tea. But because I thought that's what I was conditioned to that. And now when I eat my dinner now, it's two bottles of water.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm now conditioning myself for. It's like I drink my water with my meals now.
How about just the program in general? How are you feeling about that? This is pretty much like the second week.
I know. The more I'm doing it, man, the more like I'm starting to it's starting to be like a routine into my daily my daily stuff,
Yeah.
And it becomes like natural now. It's not like, oh damn, I gotta go do this.
Yeah.
Like
good.
Like once I'm up, I get up at 6:30 to work out, and right after that, man, I have energy for the whole day, man. So kind of like that. It's a better feel.
And so what does your mom say?
No, she's supportive, man. Like I told her about it, and I told her like what not to buy at the grocery stores and what to buy, and supporting it. Like this past week, I told her about the Clean 14, and she usually buys white rice. Told her about brown rice this time, so
all right, good.
She's helping out too, man. So
do they partake in the meals with you, or are they kind of still doing their
own thing? No. She's not gonna cook for two different meals. So.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
so it's contagious.
Yeah, she's eating the same thing as whatever you guys see on my plate. That's what she's having too.
So that's great, man. That's great. Yeah, this is contagious, and it goes both ways. You know, where like somebody else is bringing in food on their spouse and they're like, hey, I'm having pizza tonight. And then you kind of get pulled in that direction. Or like you're putting right here, you're like, hey, let's eat this. This is what I need to eat. And your mom's like, cool, let's do it. And now she's getting the you know, the
secondhand benefit.
Byproduct. Yeah, secondhand help.
Yeah.
Good. Do you feel like the accountability is helping you within knowing that, you know, the app is there and the Zoom is coming up, the meeting is coming up, and then Saturday, you know, Saturday's coming. Do you feel like that's helping you?
Oh no, yeah, everything that's involved with this, it's all been like a very good eye opener for me and very benefit for me. And you know, I've been tempting to weigh myself. It's like because you know why I want to weigh myself. So my belt, I had to put it in my last hole now, and last week I didn't. So it's
there you go. There you go. That's progress.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, that's
belt's
good.
Getting tighter. Yeah.
You have to put at the last hole.
Listen, man, I had to mess around and buy one of them belts where the holes go all the way around because I was losing weight so much. I was like, if I keep this up, I'm gonna be buying a new belt every like 2 months.
Oh yeah.
One belt where the holes kind of go all the way around, and so I can kind of continue to tighten as I go through this process. And then once
I didn't even know they made belts like that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Hey, man, you're big as long as I've been big. You find these products. Yeah, definitely. But man, but we are excited for you. We're proud of you. You know, we see the progress that you're making. We see the consistency in what you're doing and what you're eating, and you know your workouts and things like that. So, man, keep it up.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
The big thing I want to see for you on Saturday is we're going to do blood pressure again. Okay.
I think it was like 151 or something like that, or 154.
Yeah. So you saw where that was. Did that break the eye for you? Was that?
Oh yeah, no, that's something I wanna get lower. You know.
Definitely. Yeah. So that's what we want to take a look at on Saturday, because again, you're eating this way pretty consistently, and so that was stage 2. I mean that number that you had, that's got to come down, and with the way you're eating and getting the consistent exercise, that's going to happen. And we just want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on that, because I mean that's high, man. A normal reading, we want to be like slightly under 120. So we'll get there.
Yeah.
Again, we want to look at those metrics, not just the scale, and have that prove that what we're doing is best for us.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
How's the week going?
It's going all right. I mean, it's chill. I mean, long days. So
yeah.
As far as what we're doing, I mean, it's going. I feel like it's going all right. I got to do better about drinking water. So it's like when I get to work, it's like I'm not drinking, but when I leave, I am. So I think that's one area of growth for sure.
Yeah, do it during the day.
Yeah, because then I don't want to do like the overload thing at night when I'm trying to get it in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
has your mile time improved as you walk, or you think you're kind of consistent?
It's been pretty consistent. I mean, I could push myself a little bit more. If that was a goal, like for the time to be a goal, I could push myself more. But I take that more. It's been like the last week or so. It's been really stressful at work, so it's been like a I want to say a mental detox time. So I'm like taking my time to do it.
All right, time to decompress and.
Yeah. I take a little bit of time to clear my head, get some thoughts in.
Because from a hectic work environment to a house with a newborn and all that. Yeah, so I can understand needing that time.
You know what I'm saying? I get a second to really let my thoughts be mine for a second before I come back home.
Exactly. You've never had to do the CPAP thing, have you?
Nah. Well, I think honestly, like my wife talks about me snoring. So she had a machine, she had a machine, and so I used it, and I saw a difference, but it wasn't like I was, I don't think it was a quantifiable difference. You know what I mean?
But you never been clinically tested.
I've never been clinically tested for sleep apnea. No.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you're doing through this program, working on your weight, that's definitely going to help it. Like I said, that was something that I was going through at one point, but I think that's definitely cleared up my snoring at night and that whole condition. So this definitely puts you on the path to clearing that up. So, but if you think or she thinks that you need to get checked out, I would definitely call, because it's definitely something you could pick up and then do it at home. Like, you don't have to go do a whole sleep study where you sleep somewhere else and do that whole thing. They can give you something that you just wear on your wrist. Yeah. So, how's the clean eating going for you this week?
Clean
It's going. It's going.
It's going.
Yeah, bro. I messed up earlier. Like, somebody put a little snack size Snickers on my desk, and that's like my weakness. And so I ate it without even thinking. I was like, oh, once it was in my mouth, I was like, oh, nah, I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Jim brought the donuts.
So yeah, it was like, a little treat on my desk, like somebody gave it to me. But otherwise, I mean, I think so far it's been going all right.
Okay.
Right.
Anything stand out as you were reading through it, saying, this is going to be easy, this is going to be tough? Which ones kind of fell into each of those baskets? I
mean, I don't really like the whole grain rice. Like, it's not really something I normally do. I normally do the potatoes or a rice. But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Do you like sweet potatoes?
Yeah.
You could have did that.
That's like a complex carb, though, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. So I can do corn. Yeah. But
you can do what? What was the first thing you said?
So I can do corn and all that, right? With this, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, that doesn't count as a vegetable because corn is a grain, but you can have corn. That's fine.
I'm with you.
Yeah. You can definitely put a sweet potato there next to your chicken. Move some of those apples to the side so you can squeeze a sweet potato on the plate. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So have you guys been cooking, or just kind of have you been ordering healthier foods, or?
I mean, I just tonight, so what was it? This week it was more famous days with grilled chicken or roasted chicken, and I put sides with it. And tonight it was I went to KFC and got grilled chicken and put the rice and the string beans with it.
Okay.
I mean, some mangoes with it because I wanted the sweetness after, but those are fruit. Yeah.
Okay. You did the brown rice, the stuff that I brought?
Yeah. Okay. I did the quinoa. That joint it was all right though. The quinoa, the medley joint.
Yeah.
Rice and quinoa mix.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. You don't think you like it, or you like you like white rice better because you've been eating white rice your whole life. You don't like it better because it tastes better. You're just not used to the other thing. And that's how I was too. Like when Wayne brought it up to us, like, if you're gonna make.
I was at their house when they did whole grain pasta the first night. I seen the look of. It was like they was in line for a roller coaster.
Like, every time that spoon got close, it was like. Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah. And I was like, it's not gonna be that bad.
It's not.
And then, a couple spoonfuls, like, it's not that bad. And it's like, all right, there you go.
And now that's all we eat. Like, I just had whole wheat penne noodles tonight. So it's just trying it, understanding that it's not that bad. I can do this.
So what I want to do, and we went over with Cesar. He had asked some questions about possible stuff that was allowed or not allowed. So I just wanted to run through it real quick and just kind of give examples or whatever, so we can make sure that we're on the same page. Because today is the last day of the first 4. Then you guys can kind of eat more freely, do as you please. Thursday through Sunday, Friday through Sunday, and then next week we're gonna do Monday through Friday. Okay, we're gonna add another day. So, and then we'll talk about it on Saturday. But I just want to kind of go through real quick just to make sure we're all kind of on the same page.
So I guess my question was, I saw a couple of guys eating steak. I thought we were only eating lean meats, and so so I'm thinking like turkey, fish, even the fish isn't a meat, but turkey, fish, chicken. You know what I mean? So am I allowed to eat the beef in the steaks or not?
The reason the word lean, right, is basically meaning that is just not, when we look at the actual numbers of it, when we get into it, is what's the ratio? Something like ribs, that's going to be not lean because you're getting almost just as much fat as you are getting protein, right? So with the steaks, like Ernest said, depending on the cut, it can be lean. So it's not about not eating red meat. It just depends on the cut. So steak would be able to fall under that. Yep. So then we run into the next one. No added sugar. So again, that's kind of where might be condiments, might be something else that comes in there. And it's not about this list of stuff. It's not to say that these things are bad, because what happens is later on, you're going to reintroduce some of these. Like I put honey on stuff. I put, every now and then I'll use ketchup and things like that. But it's about the moderation and understanding. Because if you're eating very clean in other aspects, whatever these small things that you do like, you should keep them. But we're just now removing them all so we can figure out which ones really are a priority to us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Versus them all just being, kind of hanging around.
It's tough. It's tough when, when people around you are doing things that you would normally like to indulge in, but you can't. And so, do you think if she knew that you were specifically knew that you were doing the Clean 14, since she's done this before, that she would have, asked you if you wanted it or even ordered it at all to put it around you or tip you?
She would have ordered it. I mean, but it really didn't bother me as much. You know what I'm saying? Because I just knew I couldn't have it. I was like, all right, man. And so I did stay away from the kitchen while they were putting their plates together and all that. So I wouldn't be like, all right, let me taste just a little bit of it. Like, so I did stay away from the kitchen.
Okay.
I left. You know what I'm saying? So, and when it was in the refrigerator, like I was just all right. It's there, but I don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Like I know if I saw it on the plate, like steaming, coming off, I'm about to get a spoonful of this. But
full Homer Simpson mode.
yeah, but it's all good.
Okay, well, good willpower, my brother.
Well, nah, it wasn't that. I just wasn't in the vicinity, so I'm saying I can't have it if I'm not around it.
Not an arm's reach.
Yeah. So
we're good. So what's going on with breakfast and lunch?
I same thing as last time we spoke. I gotta do better. I had the 3 clementines that was posted. And when I left work at 8, y'all got my next meal. Like that's just literally where I'm at.
So between the clementines and the chicken, brown rice, and green beans, all you had was the mini Snickers. I
had the snack size like that. What is it? Maybe that big, that little Snickers.
How was that? Do you feel like weak or sluggish or tired, or because does that you feel like you eat enough throughout the day?
Bro, I can't say like I feel sluggish. Because I've been doing it for so long. Like that's my norm. So I don't.
Like what do you mean norm? How long have you been eating like this? Because.
Well, so the difference between now and before is when I got off, I would like binge eat trash.
Okay.
Right? Now when I get off, it's like, all right, what healthy can I eat? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. So do you go to bed hungry? Because you used to binge eat and you be calorie rich, so and right now you're calorie deficient.
Yeah, I have not felt that yet.
Okay.
I haven't felt hungry at night.
What about during the day?
Like during the day, at some points, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, I'm a little hungry. I can't wait to get off so I can go get something to eat. Like I do feel that, but when I go to bed at night, I'm not hungry. But during the day, yes, I have felt it.
So last week we talked about, you're a planner. You want to plan. You like to plan these things out. What steps have you taken towards planning your meals or prepping and doing these types of things?
Well, nothing. I mean, honestly, I don't feel like, I'm not going to say like I did something I didn't do. Honestly, I did not do enough or else it would have happened. You know what I mean? So that's something I got to proactively take a look at. This what's tomorrow? Friday. So I'm going to the grocery store on Saturday. That's something I got to take a look at for next week and say, I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think for you, the biggest step will be kind of, again, like I said, planning, getting another meal planned earlier in the day, and then preparing your own proteins, and then you'll be able to get that next step done. Because, again, we're getting those things from the other places. It's chicken, it's grilled chicken, but Dave got to stay in business. And he going to put some things on there that maybe we don't necessarily need. The Colonel got to stay in business. So those are the next steps. But I always like to compare this week to last week. And then we compare the week before that, right? And we can say this week was a lot cleaner than last week. And last week was cleaner than the week before. You have more activity. So we're moving in the right direction. I think really with that, the preparation, the reason we asked if you're hungry is because we don't want you to be. Like that's just kind of looking at it. I know that I don't want you to feel like, man, I don't have the energy to walk today. That hasn't happened, but maybe that'll happen, or maybe your other activities and things that you're doing, maybe your work might suffer, whatever it may be, because you're just not getting enough calories.
No, I understand what you're saying. Like I said, before we started this whole experience, like I was when I got off, bro, it was like, yo, I'm going to town. Hey, I'm eating. So,
yeah.
But recently it has not been that for me. So I don't. Yeah.
So you be fasting during the day.
No, it's like an intentional fast, bro.
And what's happening is, and Ernest, this is something you can relate to, because I did bring this to your attention. When we first started cleaning up your thing, I asked you, I said, why don't you eat more? Because you're under eating. I said, you eat more, Ernest. And the reason why is because just you were doing your same schedule, but then you cleaned it up, and now there's so many more calories left for you.
Right.
Same thing Corey's saying he's doing. He's eating the same way he was eating in terms of timing. It's just the evening meal is completely different. Right. And now when you eat that evening meal, you have so many more calories left. And that's where it's like, hey, we got to get them a little bit earlier now, and then we build out that pattern. Because we don't want you to kind of hit that wall and like, man, I'm wiped out. I only had like 1,200 calories today. I only had 900 calories today. That's, over time, that's not sustainable. So,
no, I feel what you're saying.
We're just building it out. We're building it out.
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. So,
all right. So I'm a sunflower seed fiend. Am I allowed to have sunflower seeds? Like the David sunflower seeds or nah?
Can you grab it and come back real quick?
All right, hold fast.
So on the back.
What's say on the back?
Matter of fact, let's take a look at the nutrition facts. This is going to be an exercise we're going to be doing next week anyway. Might as well get a head start. Okay. And then where it says ingredients, does it just say sunflower seeds?
It says
See, right at the bottom, right underneath the nutrition.
Yeah. It says sunflower seeds and salt ingredients.
Okay. So for now, because we're not worried about macros, we're not worried about calories, we're not even worried about sodium right now, honestly. We're just worried about eating real food and building out your day, right?
Right.
They're good.
All right.
They're sunflower seeds. They're from the earth. You're eating them. You're getting good fats. Nothing wrong with it. It's just at a certain point, maybe there's a time down the line where we'll have to monitor and say, hey, this is hitting our sodium goal. This is the issue.
All right.
But that's the issue right now.
Yeah.
I've always liked sunflower seeds, so I've been eating.
Okay, just checking.
All good. Yeah, and that's the process we want to take. We did the same thing with Cesar last night. He was like, "Can I eat this? Let's read it. Let's see what it says."
All right, man.
I'll see y'all fellas Saturday.
Yes, sir.
All right, Corey.
All right.
Yep.